are many forms of engineering in the circus. Engineering is the branch of science, mathematics, and technology that uses the properties of matter and sources of energy to create solutions to technical problems that are useful to people. In other words, it uses math and science skills to problem solve. There are many types of engineering, and we are only going to talk about 4 branches today. Civil engineers conceive, design, and build infrastructure such as railroads, buildings, and water supply lines. Industrial engineers figure out how to improve existing processes such as shipping and packaging. Mechanical engineers apply math principles to design mechanical systems. Electrical engineers design equipment, devices, and systems that use electricity and electromagnetism. Engineering was critical to the success of the circus because the circus created many highly technical problems to solve. Let's go through a typical day at the circus and see what engineering problems might arise. In the early hours of the morning, the circus begins its day when the first of several trains holding equipment and workers rolls into town. Some civil engineers design railroads and need to consider the many important factors when building America's complicated railroad system. In the early 20th century, traveling by rail was the quickest way to get around the country, with giant steam locomotives hurling across America at hitherto unknown high speeds. Airplanes were invented in 1906, but were still new technology and could only hold one person. Air travel wouldn't become common until the middle of the 20th century, so early circuses relied on the civil engineers who built railroads. The train has arrived, but how do we know where everything needs to be set up? Industrial engineers are people who figure out how to do things better. The circus was a huge network of logistics, and industrial engineering helped keep track of everything and everyone. From the way the trains were packed, so the most important tent, the kitchen, would be unpacked first, to the way the circus lot was organized, these creative thinkers ensured the circus would run smoothly. Once the train arrived and was unloaded, it was time to put up the circus tents. Mechanical engineering was important when erecting the enormous circus tents, especially the big top where the performances would take place. The circus had dozens of tents, from the performers' dressing rooms to the blacksmith. Tent workers had long days and a big job. Mechanical devices, such as the Curtis multiple stake driver, helped drive tent stakes deep into the ground, making quick work of back-breaking labor. In early American circuses, electric light was a novelty to many Americans. The circus used electric light bulbs not only to light the cavernous tents and large advertisement signs, but as an attraction in and of itself. As electric light became common in American homes and businesses, the excitement of seeing an electric light show at the circus died down, but electrical engineers were still needed on hand to create, install, and monitor the thousands of dazzling and glittering lights. The world has changed a lot since the early 20th century, but engineering is just as important as it was 100 years ago. Think about your daily routine. How do you benefit from engineering each day?